This is the Manchester Evening News Arena, the site of World Championship Wrestling's UK Invasion Tour 2000, and a newcomer making his WCW debut on his way to the ring. Mike Tenay, Tony Schiavone with you at ringside. And Tony, I've never seen this man wrestle before. Certainly an impressive physique. One of the big men here from the UK, Ian Harrison, to go one-on-one with, well, one of the more physical and one of the bigger men from World Championship Wrestling in Sgt A-Wall.
Well, when Ian Harrison arrived at the Evening News Arena earlier today, we all kind of stood up and took notice. Ian Harrison's got obviously an attitude, and look at the upper body, look at the size. This should be a good matchup to see what he does against Sgt A-Wall. And take a look at the crowd we have here in Manchester. And here comes Sgt A-Wall.
Just another phenomenal turnout here in Manchester, England. Like every city where World Championship has been throughout the UK, and now representing the MIA, the Misfits in action, the big man, Sgt A-Wall, and certainly there's been some problems as of late in the camp of the Misfits in action. But it seems like every time they have those problems, every time it looks like the Misfits in action are going to be down, there's that one man that they always rally around. We're talking about General Rection, their leader.
He is the leader. He is obviously the focus of the entire group, the motivator in many ways. I guess we're kind of stealing this term, but the coach as well as the Misfits in action. But really, Sgt A-Wall is the man who was most hurt, I think, by the turn of Major Guns to Team Canada recently, because he was the man who was kind of her protector, her guardian of the Misfits in action.
Well, it certainly not only surprised us, but it certainly surprised him as well when Major Guns left the Misfits after just returning for a couple of weeks and rejoined Team Canada and Lance Storm and company. You know, it's rare that Sgt A-Wall is able to look across the ring and look eye to eye with his opponent. But that's the case here with Ian Harrison, who's in the neighborhood of 6'5", 6'6", against the bigger 6'8" Sgt A-Wall. And Harrison that time surprised him. He caught Sgt A-Wall off the corner break with a right hand.
And a lot about Ian Harrison reminds me of a Sid Vicious. I don't know if it's the upper body, the demeanor, the facial expression, or what. But he certainly is big and strong and powerful. Let's see if he has the viciousness of a Sid Vicious.
Or the experience. We're not sure at this point. A-Wall shoves him off into the ropes. Able to put the big chest right there with the block. And then scoops him up. This is impressive. And takes him down with a big scoop and a slam. Well, it's not often that you see Sgt A-Wall go airborne. And you saw why. Off the ropes that time, went for the elbow, did not connect. Didn't connect either with the right hand. And that enables Ian Harrison to turn things around.
I'm going to tell you how a small move can turn things around. Oh, whoa, boy, look at that. A few moments ago, the running attempt at a shoulder tackle by Harrison onto Sgt A-Wall, and Harrison went down. Harrison has been very arrogant, and that move showed Harrison that A-Wall was able to go at him power for power, and let's see if he can't keep it on.
Back to the brawling style, the punches there, and there you see the face breaker from Ian Harrison. And it's not often that we've seen Sgt A-Wall in this kind of trouble. A-Wall now from a knee connects with a right hand to the midsection, trying to fight his way back. Series of rights. Jacked the jaw of Harrison before he stopped that momentum with the rake of the eyes. Now he's got him set up over the middle rope. Referee Mark Johnson trying to get Harrison to break, but you can see that Harrison is not going to break at least until Johnson starts the 5 count.
I think Johnson was showing some inexperience as the referee. He should have started the 5 count immediately instead of trying to reason with a man who obviously here in England, his home country, is not going to be reasonable at all.
Oh, trying to make a big showing here, and look at that. Scoop and a slam of the well over 300-pound Sgt A-Wall. Harrison has been very methodical. Following up now after the scoop slam slowly. Let's see if he can take advantage. Right hand to the back of the head of A-Wall. And then goes back down to the basics with the rear chin lock.
What's been most impressive about the upper body of Harrison has been the lats. Those back muscles, I mean, they are well developed, and that's going to give you some added leverage on a sleeper hold like this.
And trying to wear down Sgt A-Wall. Also at this point in time, just neutralizing A-Wall with this move. So it's doubly effective. A-Wall asking for support from the fans. They're behind the Misfits, and they're behind the Sarge, who gets to his feet. Back elbow to the midsection. Two of them, and then a right hand and a series of rights now. And he has Ian Harrison rocking. To the ropes goes Harrison. Able to duck the big boot. Oh! Mid-ring collision, both men butted heads.
I think Harrison showed great quickness that time because he ducked in the nick of the time that time as he went through the ropes, hit the ropes, and both men go down. Let's see who can get up.
Referee Johnson employs the count. Harrison up to his feet first. The Sarge is still down, slowly making his way up, but then charges across, and we saw that Harrison was playing possum. He just outsmarted Sgt A-Wall.
Telegraphed it, kind of a slow start from the other side ropes. That enabled Harrison to drop down and put him on the outside.
Now they take the battle out to the arena floor. The double sledge to the back by Harrison off the ring apron. Grabs the side headlock. Where's he going to take him now? Not even sure if he knows. Face first that time into the steel safety rail.
They have a small area at ringside as well. The apron, around the ring apron, it seems like the safety rails are closer than we're accustomed to, Mike.
Limited area here at ringside because the fans want to be right on top of the action, and there are so many of those fans jammed in to this evening news arena here in Manchester, England. As we see Ian Harrison bring a table into the ring. Now, I'm not sure if Harrison knows that much about Sgt A-Wall, but Tony, as we've seen in his stay here in WCW, the Sarge loves to use the tables as well.
It may be a mistake, but obviously Harrison wants to show the Sergeant up. If he knows anything about A-Wall, he knows the table, one of his fortes, so why not for Harrison to bring it in and beat him at his own game?
And if he could beat him at his own move, that would make it even sweeter. The reversal into the ropes by A-Wall. Oh, he's got him throttled. Can he take him up for a chokeslam? This is an awfully big man. Got him up. Oh, drove him right through the table with the chokeslam. A-Wall for the cover. Got two and got him.
Is it something that doesn't matter what country we go to, they love the table, don't they?
From the fans, their reaction, as well as from the competitors in the ring. They certainly love to use the table. The Sarge has used it as one of his trademark moves, and he just drove Harrison right through that table with the chokeslam. In this worldwide exclusive, your winner, Sgt A-Wall of the MIA.